Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, The Horror Punk Collection. I appreciate you being here. If you've been here before, awesome. Welcome back. First time here, sweet. Glad to have you. Thanks for coming by. Today, I just wanted to share a couple recent pickups that I have picked up or acquired or bought or purchased, however you want to put it. I now have them in my possession for the collection. So without further ado, I'm just going to share what I recently picked up. So here we go. First, I grabbed a Shudder original that I previously watched and actually really enjoyed. This is a sequel, the fourth one, I believe, in the series, and that is VHS 94. I really actually enjoyed this one. The series as a whole is kind of hit or miss for me. The first one is pretty good. The second, honestly, I don't remember the second or third very much. I know Viral was the third one, and that one was not great, if I remember right. I think the second one had some pretty creepy, things. I'm a huge stories, rather. I'm a big fan of anthologies. I like anthologies if they're done well. It can be a lot of fun. The mix-up, mashup of stories, and overall, the series is pretty fun. But I really enjoyed VHS 94. The four stories were pretty decent. My favorite was the Ratma one. Hail Ratma, that rat creature in the sewer. That was kind of a creepy looking creature. Very cool. The funeral home story was pretty cool. And then the video game guy turning people into, or well, not video game per se, but the crazy guy doing whatever to people. The crazy guy one. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And they had the one where the crazy rednecks or whatever that looks like it took place in '94. I mean, they made that look authentic. Not a big fan of that story overall, but overall it was a very fun movie. Let's see, it says, after the discovery of a mysterious VHS tape, a British police SWAT team launches a high-intensity raid on a remote warehouse, only to discover a sinister cult compound whose collection of pre-recorded material uncovers a nightmarish conspiracy. And it's got a lot of special features, which is really neat. I don't know if you can really see that. I got a glare going for my freaking light. I try to get more light and it just backfires and glares everywhere. But overall, it's pretty fun movie. Glad to add it to the collection. I own them all. I'm a completist. Even if I don't like a certain movie, I still gotta have it in the collection because that's just how I am. So that was the first one, VHS 94. Then recently released was a Best Buy exclusive, if I remember right. I don't know, I think you could only get it at Best Buy, but it was a 4K steelbook release of Cabin in the Woods, which is a very fun movie. Just a good time. Great movie. Remember seeing this in the theater. I mean, look at this. Really neat. No, not a big steelbook guy, personally, but I really like this. It's just great packaging. It's got the slipcover. I don't know. It's just some cool artwork there. And it's just got the discs and stuff and all that goody stuff. Great movie. It's been a while since I've watched it, so I'm excited to revisit The Cabin in the Woods. Very fun movie. A group of people go to a cabin, things start happening, but it's kind of a mishmash of all sorts of horror subgenres. They got monsters, all that, and I think there's, I don't remember a lot of it, to be honest, but I know I loved it. But it's really fun. The whole finale scene, going on the ground with all the things getting released and attacking. It's good time. So I'm happy to finally have that because I think I had it in like a 3-pack with some other movies, which is fine. But to have a standalone 4K release of that is awesome. I'm excited to revisit that one. And then lo and behold, what did I do that I do most months? Vinegar Syndrome. I pick up any of the new releases that I really like. It's hard for me to wait. I'm impatient. I get excited if it's something I really want. This time it was only one that I really had to have at this moment, so I picked up a couple that I missed before, just so I can get free shipping and all that yada jumbo mumbo. Anyway, so here's what I got from Vinegar Syndrome right now. Speaking of which, they're going to be having their Halfway to Black Friday coming up in May, I believe, and that's always cool. Nice way to pick up the missing pieces in your VS collection. So first I snagged Curfew, which I don't know a whole lot about this. I know it has, it says, in by 10, dead by 12. This time you shouldn't come home. Well, I like home because I have my collection. Anyway, let's see. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know it stars Kyle Richards from the original Halloween played Lindsay. So that's cool. And this is from 1989. And it says, Ray and Bob Perkins are brothers whose grisly killing spree has landed them on death row. Plotting a daring escape, they break free from prison with vengeance in mind, setting targets in the form of the key witnesses against them, but particularly the judge in their trial and the prosecuting attorney, leaving a trail of maimed corpses as they enact their revenge. The brothers finally arrive at their prime target, the home of District Attorney Walter Davenport and his wife. What they don't expect, however, is the late return home of Davenport's teenage daughter, Stephanie, which I'm guessing is Kyle Richards. So, I don't know. Sounds kind of interesting. Kind of a blind buy. Like I said, I kind of wanted to hit the free shipping. Sometimes I don't know if that's really worth it, but we'll see. But it sounded interesting. The trailer looked okay. Kyle Richards is cool. So, thought I'd check it out. Let me know if you've seen Curfew and what you thought. And then I snagged one of their partner releases that I wanted to get, and I just hadn't yet. And that's The American Scream, which I believe is kind of a lower budget, maybe shot on video, I'm not sure. It says, "The joke's on you, fool." But I kind of like that artwork. It's a tradition, it says. I think it's kind of like a horror comedy, maybe. This kind of looks like a comedy. I don't know if you can really... I should just get a green light one of these days. I don't know why I haven't got one. I should just get one. Anyway, let's see what it says. It says, meet the Benzingers. They're the average American family. Two unruly teenagers. Well, if I can't relate to that, then I don't know what I can relate to, right? Am I right? Do you have teenage kids? I'm sure you can relate. Anyway, a stressed out father. Okay, I can relate because I'm a freaking stressed out father all the time. And a cloying mother. They're taking the classic American Christmas vacation. No, it's a Christmas horror movie, apparently, at the perfect mountain resort. But the strange residents of Wilson Creek have something else planned, something gruesome. Is it? Is it going to be gruesome? Let me know if you've seen it. Tell me what you thought. It says this family trip will be a trip to hell, and no one will ever be the same again. So that sounded kind of interesting. Sounded like it could be kind of fun, funny, silly. I don't know. Looked pretty low budget, maybe shot on video, but I'm not sure. But I thought, heck, it sounded kind of fun. What partner? Culture Shock was the partner label through Vinegar Syndrome that I snagged that. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then the last movie that I picked up that I was stoked for that I had to get was the new release that just hit Vinegar Syndrome in April, was the 4K release of Flesh Eater, a Bill Heinzman movie, Revenge of the Living Dead. This was filmed in the home area in Pennsylvania of my dudes at Neon Brainiacs, Ben and Greg and Lance. It's filmed out in their area. And I first heard about this movie from Ben Deedles. So I ended up finding the DVD and I watched it and I actually really liked it. Is it a great movie? Heavens no. But it's fun. It's kind of got that great fall kind of vibe. Good one to watch in October if you ask me. So I'm excited to check out the 4K release of this. I think that'll be really neat. It's kind of a surprise to see that on there. And this, let's see, this was 1988. And this says, while assisting on a dig, a construction worker accidentally destroys the final resting place of a demonic zombie, rousting him from his unholy slumber and reining his taste for human flesh. Meanwhile, a group of teenagers have decided to spend the night camping in the woods for a Halloween hayride, only to have their partying interrupted with the arrival of an ever-growing army of bloodthirsty undead. Will anyone survive the night in one piece? So yeah, it takes place around Halloween hayride ride. Great one to watch in the fall. Just a lot of fun. A good one. I'm definitely glad that I picked this up. I'm excited to check it out on 4K. Let me know if you've seen this and what you thought. And then last but not least, I will end this with this sweet gift I got from my wife for our 16-year wedding anniversary. And that is a cup of Silver Bullet. This is amazing. I love it. Look at this. This is great. So excited. Never ever would have expected a gift like that. How cool is that? That's great. It's really good quality material, it seems like, and just really neat. I don't know if I'll use it. I might put it down here in the horror room for this display, but that was great. She knows me. She knows it's my favorite movie, and I absolutely love it. So thank you, sweetie. Awesome. Appreciate it. So that's that. That's my recent pickups. Let me know what you've seen, if you have seen any of them. The American Scream, Flesh Eater, Curfew, VHS 94, and Cabin in the Woods. Let me know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, hit that red button so you get notified anytime I post this kind of stuff. Let me know what you think. Give me a follow. Follow my friends out there in the horror community. There's all sorts. Follow my buddy, the Horror Sensei. He does all sorts of cool horror themed videos, some non-horror themed videos. And he also has another page with his main dude, Ian, called Sons of Haddonfield, where they do reviews, unboxing, all sorts of stuff. Give them a follow. And while you're at it, go follow my main page at Stoopid Movies with 2 O's. Check that out. We're going to hopefully have some new reviews up here soon, so be sure to check that out. Subscribe to all that, and then also check out my buddy, the Lofi Horror Guy. He has a great channel. He interviews all sorts of people in the horror world, the hardcore music scene, all sorts of stuff. Very cool stuff. Great people there. And then check out Neon Brainiacs. Check out their 80s horror podcast. Those guys are amazing, fun to listen to, and funny. They all rock. So take it easy. We'll see you next time. Thanks for checking all this out. Rock and roll, my friends. Bam!